And good afternoon. This is Carrie Ann Tribe-Philhart with CSS Workforce New York. And we have with us today Autumn Snyder, Human Resource Director for St. James Hospital in Hornell. And she will be presenting today's virtual Meet the Employer on St. James Hospital, open positions, and what St. James has to offer you as a job seeker. Autumn?
Hi, good evening. Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here. So I have a slide presentation that I'll go through that kind of talks a little bit about St. James and what we offer as an employer in the Hornell area. If you want to move to the next slide, please.
Did it go too far?
Oh, go back one more. Yep, there you go.
Sorry.
So at St. James Hospital, we are a 24-hour facility. We have our emergency department. We also have general surgery, orthopedics, and rehab services as well. We do imaging and lab services. The lab is, we have our draw station, and then we have an internal lab that processes the specimens, such as the COVID swabs, which everyone is very familiar with nowadays. We have our walk-in clinic at urgent care. And then we also have a lot of different outpatient clinics that are offered throughout our URMC affiliates as well. Some things that kind of make us different than some other hospitals in the area: we do offer a nurse residency program to our nurses. That's a very hot item that people are looking for today in the healthcare facility as a nurse. So we do offer that. We have health, dental, vision, and then we have additional coverages such as hospital indemnity, critical illness, some of those extra benefits that people don't always think about until you're in a situation and you could benefit from them. We do have a competitive 401k program, and we do a matching. So the first 3% that you contribute, St. James Hospital matches at 100%. And then anything over the 3% up to 5%, we do at 50%. So it is a very robust matching that we offer. We have an employee assistance program, which we have noticed is very important, especially now with COVID. It has a lot of great resources, education opportunities on there. So we definitely push that out to our employees quite a bit. Most people think of employee assistance program as counseling, but it really is so much more than just the counseling aspect. We also have a tuition assistance program, and then we also have additional educational promos that we get. Alfred is one of them. We have the University of Rochester, so we get to take advantage of some of the discounts that they offer as well. We do offer paid time off and paid sick time. And then we have an employee referral program, and that is if you currently work for us and you know of somebody who would be a good addition to our team, you can put in an employee referral form, and you actually would get a payment for referring that person. So pretty easy to earn some extra cash. One thing that we recently just received, it was probably just a couple months ago, we received the Patriot Award from the New York Employer Support for the Guardian, or the Guard and Reserves. So we were very honored to receive that. We were able to do a little ceremony with 2 of our employees who received that, that serve through the military currently. So there is information on our website about that award if you'd like to look at that as well. Next slide, please. We do a lot of employee recognition throughout the year. That's one thing that we strive very hard to reach, especially during COVID right now. A lot of our staff are burnout and they're experiencing a lot of exhaustion. So we definitely tried to do our diligence of keeping that employee engagement going during COVID. We do hold bi-weekly food truck vendors throughout the summer. We have a variety of different food trucks that we reach out to. They come and set up on premise, and employees kind of have a different option for food that day instead of going to our cafeteria. We hold an employee picnic We do holiday celebrations. And then we also have an employee years of service recognition that we do. So based on your years of service, it's in increments of 5. You get a certificate, a pin, and then we give you a recognition check as well. We have a recognition platform that we do a lot of our recognition on. You can send work anniversary cards, birthday cards, and then just general stars. And we refer to it as stars because we do value and look at all of our employees as the stars of the organization. So we use that as kind of our catchphrase to make sure that we're recognizing those employees that are doing those little things throughout the day. We do turkey handouts during Thanksgiving time. You'll see in a video that we're going to play here shortly, our CEO actually helps hand out the turkeys. So we have a lot of involvement from different management levels. And then we also do employee appreciation breakfast and lunches. So if you want to click on the link, we'll go ahead and show the video.
Are you able to see it on your end?
Nope, we just can see the PowerPoint.
Okay, give me just a moment. That was absolutely amazing to see, and you can tell that it is absolutely a team environment.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, we definitely like to promote the team environment, and the family life work balance is really important, especially nowadays with COVID. So you can tell throughout the video the teamwork and the bonding that everybody truly does have.
You can see the smiles behind the masks.
Yeah. Yeah, we said nowadays it's your eyes are the most important thing. Normally people look at your mouth and your smile, and now everybody's looking at your eye expressions. So
Very true.
yeah. So here's kind of a general rundown of the open positions that we have. We have food service workers, housekeeping, our registered nurses within our emergency department, operating room, and our med-surg unit. We have a variety of shifts, and we do offer sign-on bonuses for our RN positions. We have surgical techs, also known as operating room techs, and they help with the surgical procedures. And then we have our clinical laboratory technologists. We offer a sign-on bonus for those as well. They work in our lab processing the specimens, the COVID testing, and all of those. We also have a need for nursing supervisors and our patient care techs. They are similar to a CNA role. And then we have registration staff, which is similar to a receptionist or an appointment scheduler. Move to the next slide. Here is the how to apply. You can click on the link and then it'll take you right to our the home page. If you click on the careers tab, and then it'll take you to the screenshot on there where you can click on the open positions, and it'll show you what positions we have open, and then you can just click on the position that you're interested in, and then it'll take you right to the application. It is a pretty quick and easy application, so it shouldn't take you too long to fill it out, which we know is important with time constraints today. So. And then we'll move it into if anyone has any questions or anything like to ask.
First off, thank you so much. That was very interesting, and I like how you brought the family community feel of your organization. I felt it, you know, just being here presenting right now with you. So, Phyllis or Barb, do either of you have questions?
Yes, I'm just curious, how many people do you employ through St. James?
So we have roughly 360 employees.
Okay, all right. And you have the urgent care as an off-site facility for individuals. Do you have any other off-site medical facilities?
Nope. So now that our new hospital is built and up and running, we're all on the same premise now. Our urgent care is just located on an offset building, which we refer to as our medical office building, but we're still kind of on the same campus.
Okay, because I know you used to have some rural health centers out in the rural areas in Steuben County, so I was just wondering if you still have those.
Yeah, nope, not right now.
Okay.
I have a question. Is St. James doing the interviewing and hiring directly, or is it still being done by a hiring agency?
Nope. So we, in 2019, came off of our contract with the hiring agency. So we do everything internally now.
Okay.
So the candidates would meet directly with the managers of the department.
Okay.
So what would you say a typical day is like in a couple of the various roles that you have open, whether it's housekeeping or like the nursing assistant? You know, what would a typical day look like for these individuals?
So definitely very patient-centered for our direct care positions. If you're in a patient care tech role, you're working hands-on with the patient. You're doing daily care needs, checking vitals, you know, being a listening ear if they just want to vent or just have somebody to talk to. That would kind of be the focus of your day in that role. Somebody in a housekeeping role, now more than ever, we're realizing how important those individuals are. You know, they are going into COVID rooms, they're doing the deep clean, making sure everything is safe and okay for the next patient to come in. So we have definitely realized now that they are shining stars, and they may not have always gotten that recognition, but it's definitely a key position now, and we truly appreciate them.
I can imagine so, because I mean, we appreciate all of our frontline workers, most of us, on the outskirts of the medical health field, absolutely appreciate what you do in your jobs, because it's not easy and it is frustrating, and I have no doubt that it can be exhaustive for some of these individuals. So knowing that you have some of these programs to help uplift them and keep them engaged, keep them motivated, and whatnot. It's nice to hear, because when right now, especially with COVID going on, and will be in the near future anyway, getting individuals to want to work in this type of environment, they'll need that incentive to know that it's safe, that you're appreciated. So, I mean, would you have anything that you would recommend that job seeker put in their resume, or, is there something that you would advise the job seeker?
So we definitely look for a good personality, someone who can just adapt to any environment. You may come into work that day and it's kind of quiet. And then in the next 2 hours, it's, wall-to-wall patients and you're nonstop running. So definitely somebody who's able to adapt to different situations, has a good personality and a good outlook on the day, and doesn't mind to, step in and help out whenever needed. Now is the time where we've pulled staff from a lot of different departments to work in different areas, and just the amount of teamwork and dedication that each of the employees have has just been amazing. We, the other person that works in HR with me, she's went out and worked on the floor just because they needed extra staff. So we truly are just very team driven, and it's just amazing to see what everybody's been doing.
Excuse me. So the majority of the job openings you would have would be in the medical field, right? As far as administrative work, it's minimal?
Yeah, so we have like registration positions, but they, are registering the patients when they come in, collecting their general demographics, things like that. And then we have some housekeeping and kitchen staff as well.
Okay, yeah, I primarily get people looking for administrative around here, so that's why I was wondering.
Yeah, we do keep our positions updated pretty frequently. So if there is any administrative positions, they'll be posted on the website.
There, for now, I just put up some of what your open positions are right now. Is there any tips or tricks for the job seeker when they're applying on your job, on your website? You said that it's a fairly short application.
Mm-hmm. If you have a resume, definitely upload that. It's very helpful for us to look through that, and definitely fill out the employment history part of the application as well. Sometimes it's easier for the manager just to skim through that pretty quickly, and then pull the resume up in addition. So just filling out as much information as you can really does make a difference. It helps us kind of understand more of what you're looking for, and to make sure that we can align with your expectations as well as ours.
That's great advice. Thank you, Autumn. I appreciate that. One more quick question, because I'm full of them. I work with a very diverse group of individuals. Some may have had issues in the past, maybe justice involved. Obviously some of the positions, depending on the nature of, what occurred, does that inhibit them from being potentially employable through St. James?
Nope. So we do go through a background check process, but we do evaluate each of those situations that come through. And just because you have something does not necessarily mean that it will make it so you can't get a position through us.
Right.
We just evaluate that and compare it to the regulations that we have to follow.
Would that also be similar for people that have previously worked for St. James, maybe 5-10 years ago?
Yes.
because it's a small town here, and everybody pretty much does the circuit of main companies, you know.
Yeah.
So somebody probably at some point had worked at St. James at some point in their life.
Yeah. Yeah, and we are definitely, we would follow the same process for a rehire as we would for a new hire.
Okay.
So we would still go through the same screening process and pre-employment process.
Okay.
Wonderful.
It's a very small town here, so I know so many people that have been there.
You know.
Yep.
You know, and people change and grow over time.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, that's a wonderful thing about life, is that, you know, second chances are always a wonderful thing, and moving forward and showing your dedication pays off.
Yes, absolutely.
If you would hold on a minute once I'm done with this, Autumn, thank you so much for coming today and presenting for our virtual Meet the Employer. Right now I'm going to end our recording, but I wanted to thank you so much, and I sincerely appreciate you taking the time in the evening to be here with us.
Yes, thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
Thanks, Autumn. Appreciate it.